All right, welcome back to the part two. So, as I was saying, so I did change the arena stage, and I was like, it felt weird to have a new theme for the arena stage while in like the arcade run or the main story, or no, the arcade run or the character episodes, you had the base or the default theme. So I just decided to change the default theme back. But like I said, I didn't change too many stages, just a few. Like this one, I changed the first round, but the climax I did went to I used the first default thing for the second round or the final round, I should say. And most of the like most of right here, oh shit, excuse me. Most right here, I just kept all the same because I feel like new Tekken base thing should be untouched. That way, it distinguishes itself from the others instead of picking another theme. I mean, picking a theme from another Tekken. That way, it feels different from one another. And most of the tracks I picked are tracks that I haven't heard from. Like what is it? Uh, like yeah, Tekken like this Tekken Revolution. I don't remember hearing neither of these. Well, I haven't really played Tekken Revolution that much. I only played it maybe like a hot second, which was probably maybe for a little bit, and then I stopped playing it because I don't know, I wasn't feeling it that much. So most of the things from the Tekken Revolution I haven't heard of. While I'll try to avoid using tracks from other Tekkens per se, like Tekken 6, Tekken 8, you know what I'm saying? Like as you can see, I got the one from Tekken 2 and this from Tekken Tag Tournament 2, and I try to use very little Tekken 7 tracks too, just to give it a just to give it a new unique feel that you haven't particularly heard within the Tekken series, or just give it more vibe. I've been switching some of them, like the Sanctum. I switched a few times, numerous times, because I was just trying to find that right feel to it. But what I got now finally works. So hopefully, and there's one track I want to use that I felt also worked with the Sanctum. So maybe when a new stage comes out, I might use it for that. But other than that, um, oh yeah, it's the hold on, I mentioned in the previous video about a feature in the combat that I didn't like. Now I do enjoy the combat, but there's one thing that I don't, that I'm not feeling.
参りましょうか。
Get ready for the next battle.
Okay, so this is what I this is the thing that I don't like about with the combat. Automatic heat activation during normal moves. Like that should irk me because if you use certain characters, like or you use certain moves, particularly with that particular character in the previous seconds, then it just almost feels second nature to use it. You know what I'm saying? So when you use it and it automatically activates heat, and you don't want to activate heat in that moment, it's kind of like, I didn't want to use heat. You know what I'm saying? Or I didn't want to activate it yet. But you got no choice but to if you plan on using that move, like that. Like that's like a main thing for us to use. So it's almost second nature to use that move. But I hate that it automatically activates heat. So I wish what they would do instead of like just having it activate heat automatically, like you use the move, but then you have to press heat right after to activate heat after you use that move. You know what I'm saying? So like you use the move and then press heat again or then press heat, then it activates the move instead of automatically doing it. That's the only thing I don't like about the combat or the automatic heat activation with using certain moves. You know. Like that. I don't like that automatic activation heat. I don't like it. And I hope they change that in the future. But let's see. What else? Oh yeah, the rest of the modes. So, you know one thing I noticed that I'm surprised they didn't add is how they didn't add the endings for the other Tekkens, like they did in Tekken 7. I'm like, hmm, that was a little baffling, jarring for me that they didn't add that feature as well, especially for those who for first time players or or people who actually started playing Tekken with Tekken 8. That way they can see like the previous endings from previous Tekken games. And I'm like, that's where they didn't add that, especially if they know there's probably more players that are gonna be playing Tekken 8 or new first time players playing Tekken 8 that they didn't add that feature. So I was a little baffled and surprised that they didn't, which is why I feel like they should add it. Maybe they might add it later. Maybe they might add it later as DLC. Not that I'm saying that it should be added, but I feel like that was a nice little feature to the gallery. You know what I'm saying? But two modes I definitely surprised that they didn't add was the survival and the team battle mode. Like I feel like I feel like this definitely should have been added, and I would like to see those two modes return, especially survival, where I could just continue fighting and fighting and fighting. Well, I have to pick a character every single time, like in the ghost battles. I just want to keep on fighting, just keep on fighting. You know what I'm saying? Without having to pick somebody different every single time. Kind of like how it was in the treasure battle in Tekken 7. Another mode that I would like to see return, and I don't know if it's just me personally or if others would like to see this mode return, is the Tekken Force mode. And specifically the Tekken Force mode from Tekken 4 I would like to see return. Because I was thinking, now you got all these new characters, or not all these new characters, but you know what I'm saying. You have the new characters and you have these new visuals. I would think Tekken mode would be a nice new added feature, or a nice new feature added to increase the value of Tekken 8. Well, they have brought back Tekken Ball. I don't know. I still find Tekken Ball and Tekken 3 more fun than I do in here. I feel like it's one of them like things where you play it for a little bit just to play it, but then you'll get bored with it really quickly. Now, while it still have a lot of modes to choose from for offline play, I definitely feel like they should add survival, add team battle, and add Tekken Force. And I know a lot of people also want to see a Tekken Tag in this, but I think there'll be too much resources and money to implement this in. Plus, it's a mainline Tekken, so me personally don't expect to see a tag mode in this. But another mode people want to see, or I'm not a lot of people, but I know several people want to see return is the Tekken Bowl. And while I'm not a fan of that either, I don't dislike it. You know what I'm saying? It's like I said, it's another thing like Tekken Ball to add, to have something to play offline when you don't actually feel like fighting. Now I don't mess with it that much, but once in a while, maybe I might pop on it, like in Tekken 7. I might get on it on a rare occasion, just to BS around when I don't feel like fighting, because that's pretty much all you did. And even though while I enjoy the fighting in Tekken 7, just fighting continuously does get draining after a while. Even no matter how much fun you enjoy, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta take a break from the fighting. But I feel like Tekken Ball is probably, well, at least Tekken Ball here is probably not the best option for side content to play for distraction. At least not in a long-term sense, anyway. Like, I'm gonna tell you something about more about the Tekken Ball when I get to the next video for the online features. So yeah, I like I like that they give you more modes to play, but I still feel like they could have added the survival and the team battle mode at least. Now, me personally would like to see Tekken Force return, but I don't know if they plan on doing that, or if or even if they had that in mind, or under the radar at least. But if that makes a return for me, I would definitely put Tekken 8 up there with those modes I just mentioned. And if they add them back, I would definitely put Tekken up there with Tekken 5 and Tekken 3. But for right now, it's just below them two. But I guess I don't think I have to make another video. I could talk about the online features as well now, so I won't have to make a third video. So as you can see, you could, if you don't want to do the Tekken Fight Lounge, you could still do ranked quick matches and player matches. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to go through the process of going online. But I find like the Tekken Fight Lounge is it's pretty fun. But I feel like will be a straight to point. Like, say if you just want to immediately, got a homie that plays and just want to immediately get into a fight with them, you don't have to go through the process of going through a fight to a lounge area to do that. You can just go to a quick match and start up a quick fight with your homie, or do a player match and create a session, especially like with you and your homies, you and some of your homies who also play Tekken 8. Y'all could do like a little tournament, fight lounge thing and just all y'all play. So we're gonna go to the Tekken Fight Lounge now. Okay, so I want to apologize in advance if somebody see their name up here and don't necessarily want to see it. As I say, I'm on PS5, so I can't really potentially hide the names. So apologies in advance. But this reminds me of I think the World Tour mode, and I think that's what it's called in Tekken 6, which is pretty in some aspects just like that. But it's also, I heard, also being compared to the arcade, or I don't know what it's called in Virtua Fighter. So I never played that in Virtua Fighter. The only Virtua Fighters I played was, I think, 1, 2, 3, and 5. So I don't know. I never played that aspect of Virtua Fighter, so I don't know if it's how same or different it is from each other. But I know a lot of people compare them to this. But the thing is, while this is a nice little niche feature, go online, meet players, so forth, so on. I'm not that much of an online fighter myself, but I have been online. I got my gen up to warrior, but I do get on it at occasions. So I haven't been on it to do any fighting in probably about 2 to 3 weeks. It's a specific reason why, a personal reason why, but I'll probably be back on fighting within probably the next, or no, not that long. Probably the next 2 to 3 days, I'll probably be fighting in here. But the base is pretty much simple. You got this hub right here, and you have like 3 specific areas you go to. So it's pretty simple. I would figure there'd be more places. Maybe they might add more, might expand it eventually. But I don't know. I hope so, because I hate when you have like an area like this, but it's only so many places you can go. It just makes it simple, because then you're just seeing the same areas over and over again each time you come in here. So as you can see, we'll start with the hub, and you can fight anytime, anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, Wait. Okay. So, yeah, you don't have to necessarily go to the arcade to actually do some fighting. You can just set up a fight right immediate spot. And I know some people like to watch battles or like to watch other people fight. I guess either just to watch or see how the person fights and whatnot. And then sometimes, which I know doesn't bother me too much, but I know some people frown upon fighting ghost characters. But I think that's a little plus because then you can see how the character fights and get a concept of when you take them on an actual fight. You know what I'm saying? Then you know what to expect. So I think the ghost battles, taking on the ghost battles. Apologize for this rich character, but I just want to make a point. Oh, he got high up there. Okay, I see you. But yeah, so you could fight the ghost character. Apologies again, but I just wanted to prove a point, so don't mind me. And then you go in here, and I thought I was wondering if the Tekken shop was out when I first heard it. This is I think it said it's supposed to be coming out in the end of February or sometime in the end of February. So I think it might come out literally at the end of the month, which is what literally 2 days away now. And I'm pretty sure it's gonna be right here, the Tekken shop. But the thing is, I wonder if this once they open up the Tekken shop, will you still have access to do this all this as well, or will you have to come up to these little kiosks to do that? You know what I'm saying? Because it would make sense that this would be strictly a shop. Like this would be strictly a shop, but then you come over here to do everything else. You know what I'm saying? So assume I won't say it is, and it's for facts, so don't hold it against me if they do keep it that same way. But it would make more likely sense that you would have to come over here to the kiosk to do anything else, and this will be a strictly Tekken actual full-on Tekken shop. But as here you see, you got the next area, which is the actual arcade lounge, where you can fight other characters, other players. And when you're not playing other characters, like this person right here, you're more likely just doing some random battles, waiting until somebody challenge you or somebody comes up here and play. But if not, I'm not sure if you could watch. Okay, yeah. So yeah, you can watch, but he's not particular. He's probably just practicing and not in an online battle because it will tell you right there. You see if they're in an online battle or not. But I don't get why you would have practice in here. I guess just to have something to do while waiting for an online match to pop up. But then if you come over here to the dojo area, this is where you don't actually do any matches. You'll just go to one of these PCs or these CTR monitors and just like practice. Either maybe to learn new strategies or to learn a character, you know what I'm saying, get the hang of how the game plays or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Again, a little nice feature. But part of me feel like this should be strictly for just practicing. You know what I'm saying? Like at least with the on here you can actually do like a mock battle until like you do a mock battle until you do an actual online fight, you know? Instead of just having to practice here while waiting. Nah, that way it can separate the difference between the two. And then lastly, you have your last area mode, which is there's actually people here. Somebody named their character Jin Sama. I did that at one point when I had used Jin. Somebody named the character Jin Kazama too. But as you can see, I changed my name back. But anyway, this place is usually dead and dry. Like usually you'll find maybe two. Oh, the person left. So you'll find maybe like two, three, possibly four people at most of here. But most of the time it's usually dead and dry. Because like I said, the game, the Tekken Ball is okay, but it's more of a little bit of novelty. I feel like they should have added more to it for Tekken 8. They should add more to Tekken 8, specifically if they were going to bring it back to make it more engaging and more fun. Like I remember, like I got the Tekken Ball through an annoying, stressful amount of winning 10 online Tekken Ball matches on here specifically. So I got it for PS5, but I also have Tekken 8 for Steam Deck. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I was not doing that bullshit over again. So I'm assuming this is on Xbox, since this person also has a PlayStation. So that person was on Xbox, I'm assuming, because PC will have a little monitor next to their name. Val is a plugger. Fucking pluggers. See, like the PC players will have the little PC icon next to their name. Yeah, the pluggers are fucking annoying. I encountered maybe one or two pluggers, and I'm just like, they say they will get to it in time. Just be patient. So, yeah, nothing we can do about that until they actually get on top of that. But yeah, anyway, as I was saying, so Tekken, I mean, so I was like, I was not doing that, trying to get that Tekken ball again on a Steam Deck. So I was like, you know what? I had got a homie of mine's, also a PlayStation user, help me get that Tekken ball, and this is how I could tell you how the game wasn't so fun, because as many times I tried to get it, I had to win 10 on my 10 on my 10 win 10 online matches, and as soon as I finally got it, I asked him if he wanted to get it just to get it out the way. He was like, hell no. He's like, he's just glad it was over. Now he didn't mind helping. He just was glad that it's over. He never wanted to play Tekken Ball again. And I was like, and I understand them. Like I said, Tekken Ball is okay, but it could get it can get stale pretty quickly, which is why you hardly ever see anybody here. But that's pretty much the premise of the Tekken Lounge. Well, like I said, it can be fun at times, especially if you're rolling with especially if you're the type of who like to meet new people, or rolling with friends and whatnot. It's pretty fun, you know what I'm saying? But then it's just pretty much the same area. So after a while, unless you're really an online person, I can see people just coming here once in a while, just for the fun of it, before getting back to the offline modes. So I feel like to increase this area, you probably need to like maybe add a new. Oh shit! I just cracked my jaw. Or my jaw just cracked. But yeah, add like a new area, or some new features in this area to increase the value of it. Because for right now, it's okay. I won't say it's bad, and I won't say it's great. It's okay. It's kind of like with the online the online area or online HUD for Guilty Gear Strive, which I have a major complaint in that one. And I'm not talking about that because it was fun, but you like go through like these like levels, like in like some old school dungeon type thing where you have floors that you go on, and levels you can take your character you can jump on to play like other random players. You know what I'm saying? And I actually like that concept, but after a while, just doing nothing but fighting I'll admit, gets kind of draining sometimes. You know what I'm saying? That you don't want to fight, and that's all. And that's pretty much all. I mean, well, besides, I mean, you do have that modes in Tekken 7. I mean, Tekken 8. But at the same time, that's all you have in Guilty Gear Strive. Like you don't have no other features that can engage. It's just fighting, fighting, fighting. Like all you have is survival versus practice, arcade, and the story mode, which you can't even fight. Which is it's not like an actual story mode. It's just like a short or as a lengthy episode of I guess in-game movie, animated in-game movie. That's pretty much what it is. So Strive got boring to me pretty quickly, and that was like the only aspect that I did somewhat enjoy. But like I said, when you're just fighting and fighting, and that's all it is to it, it gets boring gradually in time. You know what I'm saying? So I eventually stopped playing Strive. Like right before season 3 started, is around the time I stopped playing Strive, and I haven't played it since. But I'm curious to know if they have finally added anything extra to make it better. Hopefully, added a new mode or something. I might have to check that out. But until then, yeah, I don't see myself playing Strive in the long run unless they did something like that. But that's pretty much my. Those are pretty much my aspects and opinions on how I feel about Tekken 8. Like, while I still really enjoy Tekken 8, and it's not like I said I don't enjoy it, as opposed to like, how I feel about it to like other Tekkens, I would put Tekken 8 right below Tekken 5 from like best to worst. So in my list of Tekken 8, Tekken game from best to worst, it would be Tekken 3, Tekken 5, Tekken 8, Tekken 6, and I'm not doing the tags, just the mainline Tekkens. After Tekken 6, it will be Tekken 2, Tekken 7, Tekken 4, and Tekken 1. And why I know Tekken 4 has more modes to play, but why I like Tekken 4, why I put Tekken 7 higher than Tekken 4 is because the feel of Tekken 4 just kind of like and while I played each Tekken, I don't know, something about 4 that just didn't pull me in. Well, I did like the Tekken Force mode and that the most out of anything. I guess the combat felt a little too slow and stiff for my taste. But I enjoyed the combat in Tekken 7 much more. So this is why I put Tekken 7 higher than Tekken 4. And obviously we already know why Tekken 1 is at the very bottom. And it's not because it's worse, it's just that it offers the lack of modes on top of the stiff controls of how the game is. You can tell while Tekken 2 is much improved from Tekken 1, you could tell Tekken 2 and Tekken 1 is somewhat dated combat wise. But Tekken 2 is still high up there for me in better Tekkens compared to Tekken 7, Tekken 4, and Tekken 1. But I definitely feel like while Tekken 8 is still somewhat freshly new, there could be a lot to be added to make this even better. And I feel like once time goes and they add more things to it, I would definitely put it high up there. It's high up there where it might I might like it a little more than Tekken 5, because I mean we all know Tekken 5 and Tekken 3 is like the pinnacle of Tekken. Like, it's just point blank and simple. Because despite Tekken 2, which was much vast improved from Tekken 1, it's still dated. So Tekken 3 and Tekken 5 is like the pinnacle of Tekken at this point. And Tekken 8 is definitely up there. Tekken 8 is definitely up there. But until they add more features and more features and more things to it, for me it's just gonna be below Tekken 5. So, what's your opinion? What do you think can be changed and improved upon in Tekken 7? In Tekken 8. Like, what would you like to see in Tekken 8? Oh man, lastly before I end this video, let's talk about characters. While we already know Eddie is going to be the first character to make a return to Tekken 8, I'm curious of who they plan on bringing back turn. Because I know a lot of people, the specific characters I've seen so far, or the specific characters that I've seen people say so far they would like to see return out of legacy characters would be Anna, Anna and Kunimitsu, and Lei Wulong. And others would like to see Armor King make a return. Pretty much most of the legacy characters that was in T7, they would like to see return. I haven't said too much about Ganyu. I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised if we make a return. Also, a lot of people said they want to see Wang Jin Ray return, which I'm not sure if he's going to be. I mean, is he still fighting? To think about it, because he wasn't in Tekken 7, and I don't know if he's still alive or fighting, because depending on the ending from T7 or no T6, which he pretty much supposedly died at the fight with Mishima, even though I know that's not canon. I don't know if they still choose to put him in Tekken 8. Who else? A lot of people would like to see several characters like Roger and Alex make a return. Some scenes says they like to make a Bruce return, and Angel too. I have seen some people ask for Angel. I know somebody mentioned Ogre, but obviously he's not returning, so you can cross that out. Let's see another characters. Surprisingly, most of the characters within the game is made a return, on exception on some characters. Marduk. I haven't really seen people ask for Marduk, but I have been seeing Marduk's name thrown out there too. And opposed to returning T5 characters, besides who we got so far as Shaheen, Leroy, and Claudio. More characters. I don't like. The only character that I really liked from T7 was Leroy, and he's returned, so I'm not necessarily worried about that. But I know. Some names have been thrown out to make a return to T7 is definitely Lydia, who some would like to see return. That's pretty much it. As opposed to characters who want to see make a return from T7, like more likely I would expect if it were T7 returners, my likely guess to make a return is either between Lydia and Katarina. And it's debatable if we'll see Josie or Fakuram return. But I think you should definitely add Fakuram, especially if they don't intend to add back Bruce. Then at least Fakuram will be a stand-in. I know Josie fights similar to Bruce, and plus Fakuram is a more diverse Muay Thai fighter. So I would likely definitely expect to see him return, since we don't have a Muay Thai fighter. Oh, and another iconic character I know people want to see return is Christy Montiero, and I think she would make a great addition to return. I feel like her style would probably be more similar to Eddie's style between T7 and T6. Because as you can see, Eddie has a slightly new overall style. So adding his style for Tekken 7 and Tekken 6 for Christy Montiero will make them definitely feel completely different to each other. So I could definitely see her making a return in T8. But yeah, I know the two people who I would less likely expect to return would be Lucky Chloe and Gygas. Because I don't know, a lot of people, I feel like them two will probably be lower on the list and not really favored and to make a return in T8. But I'll be damn surprised if either of them two make a return. Like I said, my more likely guesses to make a return from T7 would definitely be either Lydia or Katarina. You know what I'm saying? Those would like my likely guess to make a return from T7. But what is your opinion about how you feel about the game so far. Again, you know, in the right, post on the comments below how you feel about Tekken 8 so far. What you think could be improved upon, changed, or added. What characters you will likely expect to see make a return, or who you also would like to see make a return. And I'm gonna end the video right here, and just post your comments and a like, and also give a like. It's nice to share some love once in a while. And I'm going to end the video right here. So I hope that it was insightful and gives you some concept of what you feel about Tekken 8 so far. Because like I said, I really enjoy it. Even though I feel like they definitely could use some improvements in some areas, and definitely use a added or added on offline added online offline mode. Sorry, goddamn, now I'm getting tongue tied to the last minute. Added online modes like Tekken, like survival and team battle. Like I said, I also like to see Tekken Force return, and if they do add Tekken Ball, that'll be a little nice feature to add on with the Tekken Ball. But yeah, just post your opinions and comments down below, and I'm gonna end it right here. Thank you for watching. If you watch both videos from beginning to end, I really appreciate the show of love. And I'm out.